Welcome to the Compendium. I'm RJC, welcome to the Compendium. Hello, I'm RJC and welcome to the Compendium. Today we're going to be doing a very special episode on the chapter of Fusion Frenzy, on the chapter of the Priestess Arcana. So there's going to not be any fusions today, but we're going to be talking about the special personas of the support characters from Persona 3 and 4 of Fuuka Yukiko and Yukiko Amagi, respectively. So let's get started. So first things first, we'll talk about the friend from Persona 3's Fuuka Yukiko. She's a student who joins C's at the end of after you help her rescued from Tartarus, and she's shy at first, but she soon becomes a really good friend. She's got a social link in the game that you can get after you fill your courage all the way up, and I really recommend it. But that's not what this one's about. We're going to first talk about her persona. Saint Lucia, or Saint Lucy, is the Christian patron saint of the blind. She was a devout young woman whose belief in consecrating her virginity for God, and whose urge to spend her life on alms enraged her pagan brother betrothed, who then reported her as a Catholic to the magistrate. After her refusal to burn a sacrifice to the emperor, she was immediately sentenced to execution. Christian traditions state that her body was filled with holy spirits, that the guards were not able to take her in by force. They decided to cut her throat and gouged her eyes. Even so, she was still able to see and continued prophesying. As a final act, the guard stabbed and killed her. Catholic and Orthodox Christians venerate her now as a martyr and a saint. So she's gonna inherit, she's gonna start off at level 17. Magic is 14, endurance and luck are 12. She's gonna inherit NA. Now you can't fuse this one because this is a persona exclusive to Fuuka. But if you want even more persona fun, you'll play through the game, you'll level up enough, and she'll evolve into the Queen of the Gods. Juno is the goddess of marriage, the Roman equivalent of the Greek deity Hera. She's the daughter of Saturnus and Ops. Ops. along with her 5 other siblings, and is married to one of her brothers, Jupiter. The epithet Juno Moneta, where she is said to protect the finances of the empire, means the one who warns. A concept used in the game, matching Juno's nature as a persona. Another concept is the peacock feather in the symbol of the goddess, even though it actually symbolizes her Greek counterpart rather than Juno herself. Besides being the name of the queen of the Roman pantheon, the term Juno is also used to describe the Roman concept of a female guardian angel, the male being referred to as a genius. There existed many Junos for many purposes, such as marriage, childbirth, and virginity, but all Juno shared in common the trait of watching over the entity it was born from. This idea of guardian angel manifestations of one's divine mind may also play a role in Juno's persona appearance and nature. Its level is inherent. Its strength, magic, endurance, agility, and luck are inherent. It inherits NA, and that's it. So for Yukiko, moving on to Yukiko, we got in Persona 4, it's your friend you meet in the beginning of the game when you first get to Inaba. She's really shy at first, but then becomes more outgoing. Similar to Fuuka as the game goes on. She gets to know you better, and you get to know her better, and you become friends. She's the star of her very own dungeon, beginning dungeon of the game, Yukiko's Castle. She's the manager of, she's the daughter of the manager of the Amagi Inn, and she has second thoughts about possibly inheriting the inn, but you gotta play a game and hopefully find out more about that. Her persona, Konohana Sakuya is the daughter, or was the daughter of the mountain god Oya Matsumi. When she became Ninigi's wife and grew pregnant on the first night of their marriage, he accused her of infidelity. She stood in a burning hut, claiming that the fire would not touch her if she had been faithful, and emerged unscathed. Her emblem is the cherry blossom. Alright, so you're gonna get her when she's level 15. Magic's gonna be 15, and her endurance is 11. Inherits NA, resists fire, and is weak to fire. Or, no, she's weak to ice. So you're playing along the Persona 4 game. You can become good friends with Yukiko, and if you get her social link maxed out, you become her boyfriend. Or you can become her boyfriend. You don't have to, and if you do, either way, she's going to evolve into Amaterasu is the Japanese sun goddess who rules over the high plane of heaven. Her name means she who illuminates the heavens. She was born from Izanagi's left eye. The most famous myth involving her took place when her brother Susanoo attacked her temple in a drunken rage, killed several of her priestesses. Distressed by this, Amaterasu fled into a cave, and darkness fell on the world. Ultimately, the other gods lured her out of her hiding place by placing a mirror next to the cave entrance and began to cheer and yell due to the antics of Ame no Uzume. When Amaterasu peeked out to see what the commotion was, she was told there was a new god and was directed to look in the mirror. Having never seen her own reflection before, she was fascinated by what she saw and was lured out of the cave, returning light to the world. Amaterasu is also known as the ancestor of the imperial lineage. Oh, in Kojiki, her name is unified to Amaterasu o Mikami. Is Nihon Shoki. She is more often addressed by her full title of Amaterasu Sume Okami, or alternatively Sume Okami. Literally means great imperial deity. So, level is inherited. Magic is going to go down by 1, endurance down by 2, but agility and luck go up by 2. It's going to inherit NA, block fire, resist electricity, and is weak to ice. So now, at the end of this very special episode of Fusion Frenzy, hopefully you learned a little bit more about your two new best friends, Fuuka Yamagishi and Yukiko Magi, and what kind of personas they can offer you on your journey on the journey, and on, I guess in Persona 4 it's also the journey kind of, but they're really good things to do. You should definitely check out the S-links of both of them. You should bring Yukiko along with you all the time. She's got good healing and good fire, and that's what else can you ask for? I'm RJC. Thank you for watching this very, very special episode of Fusion Frenzy and the Compendium.